EPT is sponsored by PokerStars.com.
It's the dream of poker pro and amateur alike to win an EPT event.
Is the champion.
In 6 seasons, the PokerStars.com European Poker Tour has crowned 55 champions and paid out over 156 million euros in prize money to become the largest poker tour on the planet. And there's more up for grabs in San Remo this week as the remaining players duel for the title every player wants.
I can show you 1 for free and 2 for cheap.
A champion from Season 3. A champion from Season 6. And a femme fatale. All vying for the title in one of our favourite venues. This week, the world of poker turns its head to Italy for the penultimate leg of this year's European Poker Tour. San Remo, to be precise, and take it from me, it's beautiful here. What more could you want? Sun, sea, sand, well, pebbles, and of course, big money. With the picturesque location and large field, we've ensured the world's best players are out in force. And with a 1.25 million euro top prize, we can see why. The poker boom in Italy continues to thrive. Yet again, Casino San Remo has been packed to the rafters. 1,240 players entered the event, creating a prize pool of 6 million euros. The player who takes it down here in San Remo will become a Euro millionaire. But there's more than just money at stake. No one has ever won 2 EPT titles, and there are 2 former champs left in the field. And one of them is chip leader.
My ultimate goal was to win 2 EPTs. I won Snowfest last time, and my dream has always been to be the first player to win 2 EPTs. And I'm pretty close now, so yeah, I'm very excited.
Bakker then could win back-to-back titles after taking Snowfest down just 3 weeks before San Remo. It's been 3 years since Tanduk Win won his title.
Yes! Yes! You have the winner of this tournament, Tanduk.
But if Bakker or Win are going to be the first to do the double, then they have a tough field to get through, including aggressive Romanian pro Ramon Demon Cesari, who's 4th in chips. And the Flying Dutchman Paul Berenda. The 22-year-old Dutch pro is an online qualifier with recent tournament success in Holland. And the gorgeous Liv Marie is turning heads in Italy.
So excited to be here. I mean, I actually used to work as like a hostess for some of the EPTs, so it's so nice to actually finally be here, being one of the players with a chance to win, you know, all the money. So, yeah, it's mine. It's in the bag.
And pretty confident too.
Buona fortuna, dealers, shuffle up and deal.
Right, time to get to the action. 24 remain. Commentary comes from William Reynolds and James Hartigan.
And this time last year, William, you went deep in this tournament. You made it to the final table. You know what it takes to cut through more than 1,200 players and reach this late stage of a major event.
Yeah, back in 2009, I had the enjoyable experience of going deep in this tournament, and you really have to pick your right spots to get down to this final table here.
So an amazing achievement for all of these players. Of course, only 8 seats at the final table. Tanduk Win hoping to take that seat and become the first 2-time champion on the EPT. Not going to play this hand. Action has been folded around to the other previous EPT winner, Alan Bakker, took down Snowfest in Austria.
And I've played with Alan Bakker quite a bit. He's a very creative opponent. He can put you in many different spots. Here he decided to limp blind on blind. And he's trying to take a flop with Tom.
Is it the right play, just to limp with a hand like Queen-6 rather than raise?
Versus a good competent opponent, it's okay to limp these spots, and if he's going to let you do it, you can take a lot of low variance spots, blind on blind, and see some flops, play some post-flop poker.
Well, the flop has hit Tam. But no betting action on the flop. The 3 changes nothing.
Check, check, and I'm sure Alan Bakker thinks he has the best hand here with Queen High.
Well, he's checked it again.
Tam bets with this pair of kings here, we might see a call with the queen high.
Tam is riffling the blue chips, which are worth 10,000 each. Yellows are 5,000, reds are 1,000. The orange chips are the highest denomination chips in play at the moment. They're worth 25,000 each. So it's a bet of 50,000.
And now that's exactly the type of bet backer could be calling here.
And he does make the call as you predicted, William.
And Tam might be conservative here and check back. A value bet would be a little on the loose side, but it would be good in this case.
So you could see Alan calling with just queen high.
His opponent didn't raise pre-flop when he called blind up versus blind. Normally they juice it up with an ace. So he's got to be considering here, wow, is my queen high good? And again, he bets half pot. This is another type of bet backer could be calling here because he's getting 3-1 at this point. But the bet does look so value-y, he's got to be thinking, wow, is this a king? And he does make the call, and he's going to see the bad news.
So Eric Tam wins the pot. Did backer make any mistakes there in your view?
I think backer's call on the turn with queen high was perfectly fine, but when he's faced with another half-pot river bet, it looks like it's going to be a pair of kings a lot of the time.
By PokerStars.com.
Welcome back to San Remo on the Italian Riviera and the PokerStars.com European Poker Tour. We've lost 2 more players, the Netherlands' Paul Valkenburg in 24th and Italy's Luigi Pignataro in 23rd. It was Liv Barry who took care of both of them. You go, girl. 22 remain.
Liv, a former TV presenter, used to work on the European Poker Tour, now here with a chance at winning 1.25 million euros. That's the first place in this tournament. A huge prize pool, a huge number of players. On our featured table, we're looking at Ramon Cesari. He's facing a raise. Carlsen's made it 88,000 with 6s. Cesari has 10s. Can we expect a re-raise here, William?
With the hand as strong as 10s this deep in the tournament, Cesari is going to put in a little 3-bet here and try to pick the pot up pre-flop. And he's thinking about exactly what size he wants to make it. He's in the small blind. It's 88,000 to him.
And his 3-bet is to 260,000. Rebin's folded the big blind, so it's back on Carlsen.
Carlsen faced with a decision here. He has a pair, but they're playing fairly short stack. They have less than 50 big blinds in play here. But he does have position on Cesari.
If you're sitting there with the 6s, William, are you thinking it's either shove or fold?
Even though Carlsen has position on Cesari here, they're not very deep with their amount of chips. So yeah, I think we're going to see an all-in or a fold.
And being Swedish, Carlsen's obviously going to shove, right?
The Swedes love to re-raise all-in, and here we go. He 4-bet jams. And now Cesari has a decision. He's already 3-bet to 260,000. It's 1.4 to call, but he has this very strong hand with 10s.
How much he play?
Tough decision. He doesn't know he's 4-1 favourite.
1-1. Sorry, 1-1. 1-5.
It's only a little over 30 more big blinds at this point. I think we'll see a call with pocket 10s. He can't be too happy about it, but a call nonetheless.
Cesari's only been playing poker for 16 months. Carlsen, a bit more experienced at the game, has been a pro for 3 years.
Carlsen's not afraid to make a move here, 4-betting these 6s all in. He's putting Cesari to the test.
Cesari looking a little bit resigned. I think he's going to let it go, William.
And that wouldn't surprise me. He hasn't made the call yet. The longer they take, the more likely they are to fold.
The real key will be if he looks back at his hand. When they look back, they always fold.
It's always a fold.
Cup 2, he looks at his cards and then calls. Just to make me look like a fool. Carlsen giving nothing away. He lets it go and he shows that he folded tens.
Mucks the tens face up. I'm not sure if I like that. He showed he's willing to 3-bet fold a hand as strong as pocket tens when they're playing shallow stacks.
Carlsen thinks, wow, I dodged one there.
His face may not look too happy, but he's jumping inside.
Well, let's see who's also in the field at our outer tables. That's Jens Thorsen, the younger brother of William Thorsen. Also at his table, that is not a member of the Village People. That is British pro Michael Piper. He's been having a good run in tournaments recently. And we mentioned him earlier, Ireland's Dermot Blaine. Hasn't had too much success on the European Tour, but in 2009 won the Macau leg of the EPT, taking home $541,000. So 3 tables, including our feature table, on the stage of the theatre here at the Casino San Remo. Under the lights, under the cameras. Jakob Carlsen passing under the gun. Folded around to this gentleman. This is Paul Berenda. He is from the Netherlands. He took down the Classics of Poker in Amsterdam in 2009 for €151,000. And players with curly hair have been having some success in tournaments recently, Mr. Reynolds.
Yeah, the curly hair's really been working. Curls get the girls, and curls get final tables.
He's made it 90,000, raising from the cutoff with ace-king. And wow, a quick re-raise from the Russian, Alexei Rybin.
Rybin wasted no time to 3-bet with his ace-10 here.
And in the big blind, Tanduk Win's got ace-queen, and crucially, only starts the hand with 1.3 million.
He has just over 30 big blinds. He's facing a button raise with a small blind 3-bet, and now he has a